to talk about the BMW 1 Series. In fact, I want to talk about fast BMW 1 Series. Because for years, we knew what they were about. Front engine, rear wheel drive, skids on demand. Stuff like this lovely old M140i. Okay, they weren't the most practical, but they were so much fun.
But then, a few years ago, everything changed. The fast one became a slightly less exciting four-wheel drive warm hatch.
And it lost a load of fun along the way. But now there's a new Fast 1 Series. Question is though, does it relight the old fire?
This is the M135. They've removed the I so as not to confuse it with their electric cars. And no, it's not a return to the old rear drive 1 Series formula. Like the M135i it replaces, it's a rival to the Audi S3, VW Golf R and Mercedes A35. BMW say they've sharpened its profile, calling this new M135 the sportiest vehicle in the competitive environment, whatever that means. What I want to know is, have they managed to dial out the dull?
On the surface, things don't look that amazing. Like the previous car, it uses a 2-litre inline 4-cylinder engine. And if you're expecting me to say this new generation has even more power than before, I'm sorry to disappoint you because no, this one actually has less.
Outside of Europe, the M135's engine now makes 312 horsepower, a slight increase on before. But because of our stricter emissions regulations over here, it produces 296. That's still plenty of shove, but it's also not as much shove as you get in the Audi S3, A45 or Golf R.
Torque is down as well by 50 Newton meters and weight is up by 100 kilograms. You gotta give BMW credit because when it comes to making your new car worse than your old car, on paper at least, they're knocking it out the park.
So just how slow is this heavier, less powerful 1 Series? There's only one way to find out.
Okay, mode, sport, activate, brake, gas, launch control active, go! Yeah, it's not slow. It'll do 0 to 62 in 4.9 seconds. That is a decent turn of pace.
But at the same time, it's still slower than the old M135i it replaces, and the S3, and the Golf R, and you get the picture.
Yeah, not really a great leap forward, is it? If anything, it's actually a bit of a shuffle back.
But as well as giving us less power and less acceleration, BMW have made some other, more welcome changes.
As for the gearbox, they've gotten rid of the old 8-speed torque converter automatic in favor of a dual clutch 7-speed gearbox. Unfortunately, you can't get any BMW 1 Series with a manual box these days, so this entire side of your body is completely useless. You can sell it for parts if you like. Although, to be fair, if you hold down this left paddle, which says boost, you get a little 10-second countdown where the car enters its most aggressive mode and deploys the maximum torque and power available to you. It's nice having that little countdown timer actually. The only downside is that you don't really feel the car transform in character when you're already in sport mode. It's a function that only really serves any purpose if you're driving around in efficiency and suddenly need to get going. And then there's the sound, which quite frankly is as fake as a £3 note. You do get the occasional pop and bang, but all of that is being played through the speakers. I had to listen earlier to see whether you could actually hear any popping or banging or any overrun noises from the real exhaust. Yeah, not a bit of it. It's all speaker based and quite frankly, it doesn't actually sound that great. I'm the kind of person who doesn't mind a bit of sound augmentation as long as there's a bit of real sound to go with it. And this, yeah, no, just a little bit too AI for my liking.
Compared to the regular 1 Series, the M135 gets stronger anti-roll bars, lower suspension, stiffer axle bushings, and a proper mechanical limited slip differential on the front wheels. It's good stuff, but it is missing a touch of stardust. It's not particularly exciting.
Yep, first impressions, this car isn't giving you that tingle, that fizz. It doesn't quite bring you into the driving experience in quite the same way that the old M140i would.
In the M135's defense, this car doesn't have the M Dynamic Pack, a £3,000 option that brings stiffer suspension, extra body bracing, stronger brakes and lighter wheels. Would those help the handling? Maybe, but would it transform the car's feel? I'm guessing not. So at this stage, you might be feeling a little bit underwhelmed by this car's performance. But what about more ordinary and important aspects, such as practicality?
Let's take a look at the boot, shall we? It opens with a kick, eventually. And underneath this motorized tailgate is 380 litres of storage, which is more than what you get in an Audi S3 or a VW Golf R.
But beyond the boot space, there are other things to recommend in this new M135.
First of all, the looks. Some people have been very critical of BMW designs of late, including me, but then I was also critical of their own stuff, including this first generation 1 Series. When it first came out, I thought it looked like a clown shoe. To be fair, it has grown on me, and that is a nice looking car. But so is this latest M135. The front has been redesigned to look a lot less snouty with horizontal slats instead of vertical, because everyone knows horizontal is faster than vertical. Don't argue, it's just science. And then down here, we've got these air curtains, just like you might find on a supercar, to send air through there, reducing the turbulence in the wheel arches to help keep you grounded on the floor. These wheels you can get in either 18 or 19 inches, and they're a pretty good design. And this paint is called Frozen Pure Grey. It's a £2,100 extra, but as grey paint goes, that is some exciting grey paint. What I'm saying is there are uglier hot hatches out there, and there are uglier BMWs. iX1!
Sorry about that. Yeah, childish. Anyway, the good news continues on the inside.
BMW call this a premium hatchback, which is a phrase that makes me want to tear my premium eyeballs out of my premium eye sockets. It does annoy me, but they're actually not far wrong, because some of the elements in this interior are actually really fantastic. For example, you get this lovely stitching on the dashboard with the BMW M colors. That's a nice touch. Plus, on the steering wheel, on the inside, you've also got the BMW M colors. Absolutely fantastic. On top of that, you've also got the ambient lighting on the lower dash and also on the vents. Those are quite nicely done. My favorite bit though, by far, has to be these seats that I'm sitting in, finished in this lovely red and black finish. Fantastic. These are actually better seats than you get in the BMW M3, partly because it doesn't have that annoying crotch bulge in the middle getting in your way. Apart from that, the tech is fantastic. It inherits the bigger screen you get from the larger, more upmarket BMWs. Generally, it's very responsive and does exactly what you want it to, and has a ton of features. The only downside being that there are, quite frankly, too many features, and all of them have to be accessed via this display. Guys, who wants to win a brand new car? You? Yeah, well, you're in luck. We are giving away this Elite Motor C10 as part of the monthly Auto Trader electric car giveaway. Come check this out.
What is this thing? Well, it's the March prize in the Auto Trader electric car giveaway. Yup, you can win one for free on us. Its a rival to the Tesla Model Y, has plenty of room inside for a family of 5, a large battery for a 263-mile range, and it has plenty of interesting features and technology,
including a nice big infotainment screen with a 3D surround view camera system, a separate camera that watches your face to make sure you're paying attention to the road, huge glass sunroof, wireless phone charging, 4 cup holders, and get this, a tool to help you smash your way out of it if you're in a hurry. If you'd like to win one, then it's easy. Hit the link down below and this could be yours for free. Back to you, Rory.
Maybe we should cut the M135 some slack. After all, it looks good, it feels posh, and it's no slouch. And for some people, that's going to be more than enough.
Let's drill down into the handling characteristics of the car and see if we can have a little bit of fun in this thing. Okay. Even though it is down on power and torque, it is extremely rapid. It covers ground extremely well, and when you want to go, it does go. The other commendable thing is the way this car grips and the amount of traction you have. You can really toss it into a corner and trust the thing to stick. And then when you're out the other side of the corner, you put your foot down and off it shoots. It's a really commendable performer. And dare I say it, you can actually have a laugh in the thing. The steering wheel, I gotta give credit to. Some people might think it's a bit too girthy, but I like having something to hold on to. It feels purposeful. The gearbox, twin clutch, isn't too bad, you know. I'll slow it down because that's where it's most fun. Accelerate, and you get a nice little punch in the back with every upshift. It's slightly reluctant to do the opposite, doesn't quite change down with the same intent as it upshifts, but it's a lot better than the old torque converter. The ride and the body control in this car is really commendable. It stays flat, stays composed, doesn't ever feel like it's getting out of shape on you. I would like a bit more playfulness, like the old M140i, but actually, yeah, on the right stretch of road, it can put a smile on your face.
Perhaps we should give BMW some credit for continuing to give us this type of car, in a world where hot hatches are an endangered species. In recent years, so many car makers have bailed out of this particular game. Ford, Renault, Peugeot, the old guard is crumbling, and yet BMW still persists. They've even delivered a Fast 1 series that's not too painful on the wallet. Prices start at £43,000, which makes it cheaper than the Audi S3, as long as you resist the urge to go crazy with the options. I should love it. And yet,
I just want a bit more, because I can't help but feel like they've missed the trick here. If you want something fast, unflappable, undramatic, there's a million options out there, a lot of them powered by electricity. And the other reason I struggle to forgive it is because this is a BMW, and those guys are experts at building cars. They know how to make a boring, functional, everyday car, but they also know how to make the very best performance cars. Cars that make you smile, cars that feel the fizz and the tingle of performance coming through the steering wheel to make you feel involved and alive in the experience. Stuff like that. Look, I'm not one of those Luddites who thinks that everything was better in the old days. Okay, let's be fair, it was. And I'm not saying that we need to go back to steam trains and Nokia 3210s, but why can't we go back to this? Literally 10 seconds in this car and you realize it is a night and day difference in terms of fun factor and enjoyment compared to that new 135. This is different gravy. I was asleep a minute ago. Right now, I am wide awake. My heart rate is through the roof, and I've only been in the thing about 20 seconds. It's mental. 340 horsepower, straight six up front, rear wheels, oversteering on demand. This thing is an absolute beast. It just makes you feel alive. It makes you feel the way a hot hatch is supposed to make you feel. And listen to this, real noise. Oh, yes. Look, I have no doubt that the new M135 will be quicker than this car, both in a straight line and around corners. But if you ask me which one I want to drive, no contest. Look, I don't mind progress. I just wish my progress looked a little bit more like this. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I want to give a special shout out to Neue Motor Group, a specialist car dealership based in Peterborough, Cambridgeshire. They gave us this lovely M140i to test today. They also gave us these lovely NMG cupcakes, which I shall be enjoying very, very shortly. If you want to buy this particular M140i, then check out the link in the description. Or if you want to browse others just like it, head to autotrader.co.uk to peruse many other fine examples. Or if you want a brand new M135i, head to our website as well. Right, thanks for watching. I'm going to tuck into these.